Hello. Right now it is August 20th and it is 10:39 a.m. So basically, I wanted to make a video right now about how Ibrahim's greedy, envious mother and people like Junaid or my dad, the greedy framer, or Fur the greedy framer, might be quoting a known liar and a fabricator, which is going to be Adamji Marouk Abdullah and the person in law enforcement overseas who gets the monthly money every month. These people are basically quoting a person who is a known fabricator and a known liar, someone who has been fully witnessed fabricating every single thing that he said. He has been fully witnessed lying about every single thing that he said. There isn't 1 ounce, there isn't one iota of evidence for anything that he said, which means that his claims against me cannot be true, considering the fact that the entire time I was in pharmacy school, I was being watched 24/7. There was not one instance of it missed out on by law enforcement. We know this for a fact right now, mainly due to the fact that right now, recently, law enforcement wanted evidence of me being either a drug addict or sexually perverted. What ended up happening was a person like Ibrahim the greedy framer, what ended up happening was he is a drug addict, a crystal methamphetamine addict, and I also know that he's a pervert who would literally run after my elementary school teacher, whom he never knew his entire life, only running after her due to the fact that he was envious of the fact that someone like me as a teacher, whom you would find out from law enforcement personnel, women in law enforcement who are BFFs, might be friends with that elementary school teacher, will tell you that that elementary school teacher only said that after a month after Assange Brain Savant gets freed, can he come tell me about it after he tests it out for a month? Those were her words. Ibrahim the greedy framer, being an envious, greedy, and psychopath, with his bad habits, except for drug addiction, were also sexual perversions. He started running after that elementary school teacher all day, night long. On July 10th at 7 p.m., he was badly rejected by her. And then you also have the fact that he is a drug addict, a crystal methamphetamine addict who ends up in the emergency room at least once a week. Due to which on August the 7th, he was in the emergency room overdosing on crystal methamphetamine. August the 9th, he died and they had to bring him back to life due to overdose. And now he has a heart arrhythmia. And a few days after August the 9th, I think around August the 17th or so, he was in the hospital with kidney failure. With all these things, they wanted me to look like him, and so they had Adamji try to make these claims about me, thinking that he would not get caught. On July 11th, Adamji was caught making all these lies about me being drug addicted or sexually perverted, only because I knew from July 10th that Ibrahim the greedy framer was rejected by my elementary school teacher on July 10th at 7 p.m. and that he is a drug addict. Adamji was caught on July 11th fully fabricating lies, false testimonies against me, completely fabricating with evidence shown from July 11th of him trying to do this, to try to degrade me, make me look bad before I can make my statement against Ibrahim the greedy framer. Now, the things that the courts have to understand is the fact that I've never once bought drugs, street drugs, in my entire life. There's no record of me once ever buying street drugs my entire life. Okay, I've never overdosed on anything, not medications, nothing at all. Never ended up in the emergency room once in my life. Okay, a drug addict like Ibrahim the greedy framer ends up in the emergency room overdosing once a week, compared to not once, not even once in my entire life ever overdosing on any drugs, ending up in the emergency room for anything. For the past 10 years of my life, I haven't even had Schedule 5 Robitussin syrup over the counter. So there are 5 scheduled substances. Schedule 5 is a Robitussin syrup that's sold over the counter, okay? I haven't even had that. I haven't even had that in the past 10 years. That's an entire decade of my life, okay? Except for this, you also have the fact that You also have the fact that the hyperactivity disorder medication that I used to be on, I went and I told my doctor never to prescribe it to me ever again due to me aging out of it. So even that I had no addiction to, or else I would not do this to myself by making it impossible for me to ever be prescribed that medication ever again. I only did that because it was, I obviously every human being knows after they age out of their medications that it's not good for them anymore due to the dependency that it causes. Clearly proven from facts and evidence is that if there was 1% in me wanting to be a drug addict or misusing, abusing any medication or anything of that sort of nature, I would not do that to myself, since drug addicts like Ibrahim the Greedy Framer is a great example of one, do not care about what other people think of them or their own health or anything of that sort of nature. I only did it because it was the best thing for me to do for myself, and drug addicts do not think of the best thing for them to do from themselves. They only think about their drug addiction problems. Like Ibrahim the Greedy Framer, on August the 9th, he has a heart arrhythmia. He has to be brought back to life. And a few days afterwards, he has kidney failure. He does not care. So basically, Adam G was already caught on July 11th, fully fabricating lies against me, claiming that I was sexually perverted or a drug addict, only because Ibrahim the Greedy Framer was, I caught him on July 10th trying to run after my elementary school teacher out of envy that someone liked me, and due to his, Ibrahim the Greedy Framer's drug addiction problem, where he overdoses on crystal methamphetamine once a week, and ends up in the emergency room. By now, he's already had heart arrhythmia and kidney failure in just the last week, both just in the last week, due to drug addiction problems of his. Now, the thing about it is, Ibrahim's greedy, envious mother has fully fabricated November 20th, early January lies against me, early April lies against me. She has nothing, is what she told the government informant as the very first thing that she told the government informant. Now, that she has nothing due to her extreme envy, she is going to quote someone, but the person that she cannot quote is someone like Adam G or Marouk or Abdullah, mainly because of the fact that these people have already been found fully fabricating these lies against me. These are complete and total lies that Adam G was making against me on July the 11th, and recently on August the 7th, after he was completely found out to being lying multiple times against me, numerous lies against me. Adam G then went ahead and found a fifth person. He was playing a game of deception with the courts and this trial by saying, I've been caught lying multiple times. He hasn't. He's not been caught lying multiple times. He wants to talk. He wants to give a testimony. He's going to be able to give it. And that he would go grab a fifth person, and this fifth person, Adam G, would teach all the lies against me to be making against me on August the 7th. And Adam G would then have this person lie against me. Now, Adam G did show evidence for August 7th, though. He showed a text message where the person texted me and used the word Johnny. Johnny basically means love. And that was one text message that person ever sent me, but Adam G was fabricating that evidence as well by making it look like the reason he was using the word Johnny was because me and that person, we talked every night before going to sleep. We talked to each other. We talked to each other online. We texted each other, when in fact Adam G knew for a fact that the only reason he was using that text was due to the fact that that was the one text that person's ever sent me. Clearly proven from facts and evidence is that Adam G on August 7th was knowingly deceiving the trial this very month of August. On August the 7th, 2026, he was knowingly deceiving the trial by making them think that I knew this person really well, because that one text that person has ever sent me had the word Johnny in it, and Johnny means love, which meant that I knew this person really well, when in fact Adam G knew for a fact that that was the only time that person has ever texted me. And Adam G also knew that recently law enforcement went through every single minute I was overseas, since they had every single minute and second of surveillance when I was overseas, and they found absolutely nothing against me being a drug addict or sexually perverted. And the fact that this person that Adam G was trying to make look like I knew really well, not only was that the only text message that person's ever sent me, but also the fact that there was no record of me from the entire time I was overseas ever talking to him over the phone, texting him, talking to him over the phone, texting him, talking to him in person, or talking to him online through chat or any other way, shape, or form. Clearly proven from facts and evidences that Adamji, first of all, on August the 7th, deceived the courts and the trial by making it look like I knew the person really well, when in fact that was the only time that I ever texted that person. And even that was only because he went to my university, and he just texted me, and he liked talking with the word Johnny, which means love. And so he used the word Johnny on me, and I used the word Johnny on him back, which means love. Just kind of like how I used to use the word bud a lot when I was in pharmacy school, and people would literally make fun of me online for using the word bud a lot. It's just a way of talking. And so he was talking like that. And Adamji knew that I did not know this person. And that was the only text. And I'd never talked to him in person, mainly due to the fact that every second I was overseas was looked through, and I would never talk to that person in person. I've never even... no record of me texting him, talking to him, calling him, anything of that certain nature. And Adamji first deceived the courts in the trial by saying, I've been caught lying numerous times. He hasn't. He wants to narrate and testify in this trial. And then he made that person look like I knew him really well on August the 7th, this very month of August, before giving him 50 different lies about me to make me look like I was dumb, stupid, low IQ, bad exam taker, terrible at giving exams. And then to deceive the courts in the trial at making me look like that, after Adamji had already been caught, already fabricating himself on July 11th, making me look like I was either a drug addict or a sexually perverted individual, only because on July 10th, I found out that Ibrahim the Greedy Framer had gotten rejected by my elementary school teacher at 7 p.m. And then after that, he was trying to advertise himself in my car cameras at 8:45 p.m. on July the 10th. People like Junaid and Ibrahim's envious mother, Ibrahim, Farah the Greedy Framer, my dad, the Greedy Framer, cannot quote someone like Adamji, who was caught lying so many times by the end of July against me. So many times he was caught fabricating completely in front of the camera, completely fabricating complete total lies and false testimonies against me in front of the camera. Adamji was caught doing so by the end of July, that he had to get a fifth person on August the 7th to make lies and false testimonies against me. Person like Adamji cannot be quoted by someone like Ibrahim's greedy, envious mother, Farah the Greedy Framer, Ibrahim the Greedy Framer, or my dad the Greedy Framer, because he's been caught lying numerous times. Now, you have to understand the history behind how Adamji became the fourth person in the lying sequence overseas. So on August the 7th, he got a fifth person, but he was a fourth person, basically. So first of all, there's a person, law enforcement overseas, who gets the monthly money every month. And I've been telling the government to stop this fraud for a very long time. Law enforcement stubbornly ran this fraud after meeting with people and exchanging bank account numbers and everything of that sort of nature. Well, anyways, so that person in law enforcement overseas is the first person who was fabricating false testimonies and lies against me. He went over to someone from my pharmacy school named Abdullah. He went to that person, and Abdullah and this person in law enforcement overseas fabricated the group chat, false testimony against me, that almost, gave me a life sentence due to what this person in law enforcement overseas, along with Abdullah, were doing with the group chat false testimony against me. It almost gave me a life sentence. Okay, and then Abdullah got caught completely. That group chat wasn't even in the same time period I was overseas. Obviously, Abdullah knew that, since if it's not even in the same time period I'm overseas, then he obviously fabricated it with the person in law enforcement overseas, and they both worked together to try to frame me in giving me a life sentence. Now, after Abdullah found out that he was caught, he played the same game that Adamji played on August the 7th. Abdullah said, I've been caught lying. He hasn't. His name's Adam G. He wants to testify against Hassan. And Adam G and Maruk both were fully fabricating false testimonies and lies against me. Then, along with Abdullah and the person in law enforcement overseas who gets the monthly money every month, these are 4 people that are fully fabricating false testimonies and lies against me. They all work together, despite them already fully fabricating group chat false testimony against me throughout the entire month of July. Okay, and then after that, on August the 7th, they find out that we've been caught lying way too many times. The courts are never going to believe us. They get a 5th person on August the 7th to make false testimonies against me, claiming that this person knew me really well. I texted him all the time, even though there was only one text message with the word Johnny in it. He just happened to go to my pharmacy school. Johnny means love. He said Johnny to me, and I said Johnny to him back. And yes, that was a one-time text message. After deceiving the courts into saying, I've been caught lying way too many times. My name is Adam G. He's been caught lying way too many times. His name's Abdullah. She's been caught lying way too many times. Her name's Maruk. This guy hasn't. This guy wants to testify. You have to listen to him now. And they got the 5th person on August the 7th to lie and make false testimonies against me after making this 5th person look like I knew him really well, despite them knowing that I only texted him one time with the word Johnny. I never even talked to this person in person, and they knew this for a fact due to law enforcement scraping through and going through every single second I was overseas, all present under surveillance, finding out that I never even talked to this person in person. Never talked to him over text except for one time. Never called him. Never talked to him online through chat or anything other way, shape, or form. And yet they made him first look like he knew me really well through this one text message I ever made with him with the word Johnny in it. And then after that, what they ended up doing was they gave him 50 different lies. Adam G, Maruk, Abdullah, and the person in law enforcement overseas. All 4 of these people gave it to this 5th person, and now there are 5 people working together on August the 7th to make up lies against me, claiming that I was dumb, stupid, low IQ, bad exam taker, even though law enforcement already confessed in court that they had my brain savant locked up, and not only that, they were using extreme amnesia drugs on me when I was overseas. And yet, despite that, they have to fabricate and falsify lies against me in order to make me look like I was dumb, stupid, low IQ. So that just gives you an idea of how hard I worked when I was overseas, sleeping on the side of the streets near my pharmacy school, or going by with 2 sandwiches and a pack of ramen noodles every day for months, or tutoring someone for basic food every day in order just to go by in life, how hard I worked, that these people have to fabricate false testimonies against me, proving that I was dumb, stupid, low IQ, bad exam taker, only to prove that I was, even despite having my brain savant fully locked up and having severe amounts of amnesia drugs used on me the entire time I was overseas, as confessed by law enforcement, and only for me to then still work hard in giving all the 108 exams that I had to give in order to get my PharmD with 0 loans completed while sleeping on the side of the streets, and before then only going by with 2 sandwiches, a pack of ramen noodles till I found someone to tutor pharmacology in exchange for home-cooked food. So yes, people like Ibrahim, his envious, greedy mother, Afar the greedy framer, my dad the greedy framer, or Junaid, or any of these people, any of these people cannot quote this person, Adam G, Maruk, Abdullah, or any of these people that have already been caught lying numerous times, due to which they had to get a 5th person to lie against me on August the 7th. These people had lied so many times against me by July, Adam G, Maruk, Abdullah, and the person in law enforcement overseas, that they had to get a 5th person to lie against me on August the 7th. That's how many times they had already been caught lying against me. They cannot be quoted on something that there's absolutely zero evidence for, despite every single second of me being overseas, being scrapped around, and finding absolutely zero evidence of what they're speaking of, and the person who actually made these claims against me being a verified liar who said nothing but lies against me, cannot be quoted, such as Adam G, Abdullah, Maruk, and the person in law enforcement overseas, or the 5th person from August the 7th, cannot be quoted. They fully fabricated group chat against me. And then after that, they were sent over to Adamji. Adamji fully fabricated numerous false testimonies against me. And then they went over to a fifth person on August 7th. These people were criminal fabricators, liars, on camera fabricating lies against me, spoon feeding each other lies against me and making it up, laughing about how they're ruining my life with these lies, completely making it up. They cannot be quoted by Ibrahim's envious mother, Ibrahim the greedy framer, Junaid, my dad the greedy framer, Farah the greedy framer, anyone, since they have been full of nothing but lies. They've been caught on camera in just the last 2 months, completely lying against me over and over again, fabricating, laughing at each other, how easy it is to frame me and ruin my life. They cannot be quoted at all.